May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to Kirk loses it on ProTrans students. So without further ado, let's get started.
And this is what I wanted to steer back to.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
I wanted to steer back towards what we talked about with comfort. It is shown, and this is legitimate, those who transition and are treated as the gender that they identify as mentally improve unbelievably, and it is absolutely true.
So I hate to break it to you. They're more likely to commit suicide. There's a huge community called Transition Regret. I encourage you to look at it. It has 27,000 members on Facebook of people who make the chemical castration decision to transition, and that's an irreversible decision. It's a growing group of people that say, I was sold a complete bill of goods here. And so, you know, that really is the question, which is, if it's irreversible, and you're citing some study that, honestly, the data shows exactly the opposite, is that they're more likely to commit suicide, more likely for self-harm, all these sorts of things. What is the proper way to treat it?
As I said, the study has not been disproven. The reason that the suicide rate is so high is because they are bullied for who they are. I have seen it in school, and this is a truth.
And you know why I know it's nonsense? Because every single person in this room disagrees with you fundamentally and is treating you incredibly respectfully tonight. That is a pile of garbage. I know it's a pile of garbage.
Of course.
And so, instead, and I'll be honest, it's the people that are in those positions that end up becoming the bullies themselves, that kicked me off of Twitter. That's, and no offense, but kind of your team is the one that's super, like, offended that I used a name that Levine used to have. Like, who's the bully in this situation?
Well, it's disrespectful to do that because she identifies as a woman. And it is just disrespect. That is why I can't speak for everyone else. I can only speak for myself at the end of the day, right? And it's just disrespectful. And it is not right to call Leah Thomas her dead name out of respect for her.
Levine or whatever. But let me zero in on this, right? So it's a birth name, whatever you could call it, a dead name. It's fine. But if I were to do a biography on Thomas and I would include that name, how is that disrespectful? Isn't that, like, let's take your argument at face value. Wouldn't that be a journey of transition, a courageous movement towards who you really are? Like an uplifting kind of sort of story and saga from the man I used to be and the woman I am now? How's that disrespectful?
Oh, well, in that context, probably.
So dead naming's now okay. I mean, maybe my tweet was all about the courageous journey of Ricardo Levine that once was named Richard and now name is Rachel. Do you see what's getting here is that you're putting a lot of preference on context and on how I identify and all of this. And your opinions, you can have your opinions. But what we're talking about tonight is how we structure society, right? And that is a totally different thing than your opinion. So when we start to structure society on a vast minority opinion, and we start to use power and force around that vast minority of an opinion, all of a sudden, the only way you can win that argument is the person who wins the oppression Olympics. Is the person who says, I'm the most victimized, therefore I get to create the rules because I'm not comfortable. And here's something that you might not want to hear, is that if you have liberty, by definition, you're not going to be comfortable. You cannot have liberty and comfort. You can't have them together. Instead, you know what? And I think deep down you have this in you. You can get stronger. And I want you to get stronger. Instead of you trying to remove everything that offends you in the world, I want you to dig deeper and be tougher than the people around you. That's what we believe. Final thought. Final thought. Yeah.
Oh, final thought. Sorry. Trying to think of a final thought. At the end of the day, like, no hate towards you. I respect your opinion. Of course, like, I'm not here to, you know, cause a fight or an intense argument. I'm just saying I disagree. And there is no oppression Olympics. All that, you know, we want is simply just recognition and respect. That's really it.
Well, look, here's the thing, is that that's what you want, and individually, I think I've given that to you, but here's where I draw the line. I'm not going to restructure society on something I know that's not true. I'm not going to turn my back on 50% of the population for something that's not true. And I'm certainly not going to call somebody a pronoun that I know that isn't true in front of me. So I believe your soul totally demands respect. Absolutely, 100%. But as soon as you then start to get into society and civilization and restructure everything around your feelings, then all of a sudden it's whoever has the loudest voice and who's willing to use power. And that's where we as conservatives draw the line. I want to thank you for being here tonight, truly. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Wow, I think Charlie has made it clear to him that yes, though you choose to be who you want to be, it's left for me to see you the way I want to see you, because I can't see something in my front and claim I'm not seeing it. Okay, it's just like I'm seeing a cell phone and saying no, this is not a cell phone, this is a power bank, or this is a remote, or this is a camera. You see, it's a cell phone. We all see it as a cell phone. So we're all pretending or acting as if now it's not a cell phone, just to make the cell phone feel all right. And to me, I feel it's wrong, because it's like, what are we teaching the younger generation? That we should see something, we should see black and call it white simply because we're trying to massage the ego of someone. To me, I feel it's not supposed to be so, because if you were supposed to be this way, you would have been born that way. So I don't think there is any mistake or any correction. I think those people born with two genitals, they are like 1 out of 1,000 people. And it's not like it's something that is common everywhere. It's just something that is not really common. So we are either born male or female. So if you decide to transition, I still see you as who you were before. So if I decide to call you who I know you as, who I've been calling you for the past, let's say, decade, I feel like you should understand that, yes, okay, these people need time to change. And I see Charlie as someone that is not changing anytime soon. And I think Charlie made mention of something, when Charlie is talking, he comes with facts. He said you can check, I think he mentioned a website where people that have transitioned are regretting their decision. They feel like they were convinced into doing things that they were not supposed to do. And that is what I'm trying to preach for everyone, because we have this people telling our minors that, transitioning at a very tender age is okay. And to me, I feel it's wrong, because these children are not old enough to start hearing stuff like this. Okay? Because they have teachers that they respect a lot, that you've been teaching someone for, let's say, a couple of years. So it's like they believe everything you tell them. So when you start bringing topic like this to them, they feel like it's true. So let them grow to a stage whereby they can live with the decision they make. Stop brainwashing them to accept your ideology at a very tender age, because at this age they are very, very confused. So they are just the people I'm scared of. I'm scared for. Okay, I'm scared that the more they keep on pushing this notion that it is comfortable, it is okay to feel bad about the gender you were born in, it's just bad. I think they should stop preaching that. They should stop pushing that notion. Let them live and enjoy their youth, live and enjoy their their tender age. And when they're old enough, they can do whatever they want to do. Anyway, that's a beautiful one coming from Charlie. I love this so much. I love the dialogue. I love the fact that Charlie is trying to let this guy, know that, yes, this is who he is. And the guy is saying, this is who I am. So let them just be themselves, okay? Charlie is not seeing the guy as a lady. And the guy is expecting Charlie to see him as a lady, because I think, obviously, he dressed like one. So he would want to be, identify as who he dressed at. But that does not mean, it does not change the fact that your structure, the way you look shows you're a man. Even your voice alone shows you're a man. So we are just, kind of deceiving ourselves, taking you as, okay, let me not say deceive. Deceive might be a strong word, but we are trying to convince ourselves to see you the way you want to be seen, which to me, I feel is, well, I'm just happy this confusion is not yet in Africa, because I would have, people would have, become so offended by the way we call them, because, let's say, for example, you've seen this guy for this guy for 10 years, and he's far away, and you're calling him, hey, John. They say, no, my name is not John, my name is Rose. To me, I'll feel embarrassed, because it's like, I feel like I know you as this, and now you're making it look like you are not the same person anymore. It's somehow though, because, first of all, me calling you is like, it's been long I saw you, so I'm just trying to, build that relationship anymore. And correcting me at that instant shows that I'll feel bad. Like, I would keep my distance from you or feel like, nah, I think you don't want me around. Anyway, this is a brief one. Like I said, I want to see more videos like this. So if you have any recommendation, let me know in the comment section. If it is the first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and remember bless.